Yo, tonight, what is going on, y'all? This is the Battle Blaster coming at you tonight. Um, I've been feeling a little bit congested tonight, but I think I was gonna come in and put some stuff down I've seen on the internet. And like I said, I've talked to people about certain things, and I'm going to talk about three subjects tonight. The first one's going to be this one right here about John Leguizamo. Talks about how Latin people built America, and they built hip hop, and they did, everything, and they're the oldest minority groups and all that shit. But I'm going to put it out there. I'm going to let you guys see this because you need to see this, because I spoke to you guys before when I said there is no black and brown coalition. These people are here to replace us. I told you this is an agenda. They're bringing all these people in, all these foreigners in. They bring them all in, and I mean not only the Latin groups, but they're bringing everybody in. But they're placing the Latin groups in our neighborhoods to push us out. Even in my town of Trenton, I say next year or two, Trenton will be 90% Latin, and we're all going to be out of here. We're going to be gone by 2026 if we got that long before another war hits. But I don't think that. I think the war is going to hit. But like Dr. Claude Anderson said, like I talked to you before, we're going to have so many. He said we're going to have so many people against us that we won't be able to fight all of them at once. And he was right. He's seen the turn way. He's seen the curve way before we even got there. So I want to let you hear what he said, so this way we can break it down, shall you? So check it out.
Latin people, we're the largest ethnic group in America, the oldest ethnic group. We built this country. We suffered in this country, we were oppressed, and we're thriving. We add $2.8 trillion to the GDP every year. If we were our own country, we'd be the fifth largest economy in the world, bigger than England, bigger than Italy, bigger than Brazil. And that's just in America. So I found Latin excellence all over America, in Chicago, in DC, in Miami, in Puerto Rico, in LA, in New York, and we ate, we danced, and we celebrate because nobody knows how to enjoy life as good as Latinos.
So yes, you heard him say.
You heard him? Let's go back a little bit and let's start shutting down his bullshit ass lies, because I'm about to hit you with some truths tonight. So I used to like this guy. I thought this guy was funny. I remember when he had his little TV show. I used to watch it because I thought he was funny. But it just shows me right there that these people, they really have nothing but no hate towards us. So let's check it out.
This is what he said. Check it out.
Latin people, we're the largest ethnic group in America, the oldest ethnic group. We built this country.
All right, let's stop that right there. They said they're the largest ethnic group, and they the oldest ethnic group, and they built this country. Sir, Mr. Leguizamo, whatever, how do you pronounce your name? Mira, check this out. Your people haven't been here then. Don't claim Native Americans, because Native Americans wasn't in Puerto Rico, okay? They were here. The red natives were here. We were here with the red natives. Okay? Get that straight. When we were enslaved by ourselves. Anybody that was so-called enslaved they were indentured servants. And only indentured servants there were Irish people. Okay, they were indentured servants, which means they could work their way up out of the predicament of slavery that they were in. You know what I mean? And they didn't get treated as bad as we did. But they did have some things, and then when they started seeing that the blacks and the Irish were getting together and was talking about overthrowing the white man said, you know what? We're going to make the Irishman a white man. And he's going to oversee you niggas. Excuse me for saying like that, but this is what they said. We're going to let him oversee you. We're going to give him the status of white. And a lot of them turned their backs against us. and said, well, as long as we're not being treated like you, we're going to do what the hell the white man say, the other man say. And they did it. So, when you sit here, you talk your bullshit, your lying ass shit, John Leguizamo, whatever your fucking name is, mira Puerto Rican or Cuban, whatever, because they said that you're not Puerto Rican, you're Cuban. And I know how Cuban people feel about black people, just like every other fucking almost Latin person in this country. And I'm not saying all of them, I'm just going to say a majority of them, because y'all think you're white until you really find out who really is white in this country. And the only reason, like I said, they let y'all in here is for them to get more numbers, because they're dying off. They said, we die off, we got to make sure racism still continues in this country. So we're teaching the next group of whites or whatever to hate. All right. He talking about they build this country. Y'all didn't even get over here. Any Latins, Cubans, anything didn't get here till the early 1900s. Let's say that again. You didn't get here till the early 1900s. You didn't fight in every fucking war there is. Some of y'all probably fought in World War I, II, and this upcoming war we're about to go into. But y'all haven't fought in every fucking war. The Revolutionary War was fought with black people in there, white people and black people. So let's get this shit straight. Even though I don't know why we fucking fight in this war, in their wars. I think we shouldn't fight for this country, but hey, to each is their own. The point is, your people weren't here. You weren't enslaved here. And a lot of you motherfuckers was enslaved in Puerto Rico. And then they gave y'all the caste system, which is the lighter you were born, the better you were treated. The darker you were born, the less and the worse you got treated. So guess what? Keep that fucking shit real. You can't keep letting these motherfuckers who say they are and they ain't. He's a motherfucking operative, and we can never, and like I said, we can never, ever, ever let these people come up and tell us that they were here fighting and they were enslaved next to us, because they were never enslaved next to us. Get that shit correct. Let's move on. Did this thing turn off?
We suffered in this country, we were oppressed, and we're thriving. We add $2.8 trillion to the GDP every year. If we were our own country, we'd be the 5th largest economy in the world, bigger than England, bigger than Italy, big.
All right. All right. Y'all was impressed in this country. Y'all was never oppressed in this country. If anything, y'all got your ass whipped a little bit. But y'all never was oppressed like we were oppressed. When we were out there fighting the good fucking fight, what was y'all doing? Y'all sat by like just every other motherfucker out there. And y'all said, we're going to let these motherfucking niggas take the fucking slings and arrows. And we're going to sit back. And when they fucking do whatever they do, we're going to sit there. And we're going to be like, yeah, brother, we're right behind you. And exactly, they were sitting on their asses right behind us on the fucking sidelines, watching us get our asses handed to us, while they sat back and sat there, oh, we don't want to do no trouble, you see? Let's get that real. Let's keep that real right now. Let's keep it real right now. And then you talk about y'all spend $2 trillion or whatever the case, 2-point-something trillion dollars, whatever the fuck, how many $1 trillion that is. If that's the case, asshole, why's your country in fucking bad, fucking rough fucking shot? Why is your country in a bad fucking situation? Ask that question. Why is when you go to Puerto Rico, you can get your ass killed over there? Why when you go to Cuba, you can get your ass killed over there? Why when you go to Mexico, you get your ass killed over there? Why when you go to Venezuela, you can go over there and get your ass killed over there? And your fucking country looks like hell over there. The fucking United States government is over there taking fucking shit from y'all and telling y'all can't go on these certain spots anymore because it's United States territory. And you bitch ass motherfuckers run around with your tail between your legs, but y'all have so much of hatred for us. Get on your fucking job. Seriously. Like I said, I'm not talking about all motherfuckers. I'm talking about motherfuckers like you, John. People who think like you, who trying to push this fucking fake ass, fucking bullshit ass fucking narrative. Like I said, if your country, if you got all that money, which a lot of y'all do send your money back to your country, why don't you go back to your country and fix that shit up? Nope, can't. Because they ain't gonna let you fix your motherfucking country up. But you'll stay here, you'll look down on us. Fuck you, man. Let's keep it going.
Than Brazil, and that's just in America. So I found Latin excellence all over America, in Chicago, in DC, in Miami, in Puerto Rico, in LA, in New York, and we ate,
Puerto Rico, we ate, we have fun. Only us, we only know how to have fun. We know how to enjoy life. Yeah, because you don't get the same fucking discrimination we get, bitch. On some real shit, you bitch ass motherfucker. You bitch ass spick, how you like that?
We danced and we celebrated because nobody knows how to enjoy life as good as Latinos.
So yes, you heard him say, you know.
And then on top of this motherfucker talking about they created hip hop. Motherfucker, y'all ain't create shit. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show you something real quick. I'm gonna show you little pump bitches something. Let me show y'all little bitch ass motherfucker something. Watch this. Watch this, you big ass motherfuckers. I want you to see this shit. This is from 1968. This is from 1968. I want you to see this shit.
Tostitos Mexican style 3 cheese. Get to the...
Here comes the thing.
You hear that shit? That's fucking rap music, you fucking asshole. This is from 1968 on The Tonight Show with Johnny motherfucking Carson. 1968. My father and them used to say that they used to rap the chicks. I talked about this before. They used to call it rapping back then. They would slide up to a woman and they would rap, they rhyme, they mac to them. They'd be like, hey, pretty mama, won't you give me some time? Give me 5 minutes, baby, and I'll blow your mind. Whatever they would say. And I always say that, but I remember them talking about that back in the day when I was a little kid. So think about it. My dad, in his heyday in the 40s and the 50s, they used to talk like that to chicks. And then they would do comedy skits or they would crack jokes rapping. This is where you get Dolomite from. You know what I'm saying? Those cats were rapping back then. So, and then the kids picked it up. During that time, the children picked it up. The children picked that shit up. So they was going out rapping and rhyming and all that shit. And then during the 70s, they started they not only was they doing that, I remember they used to do this thing where they would like, you know, boop bap boop boop ba bap boop, or you know, with your hands on the table, do da da do da da. They would do that, and then they would sit there and they would rap. I remember back in the 70s. We would go out to my aunt's place out in, I think it was Brooklyn, or it was the Bronx or Brooklyn, one tell the other. And it was a housing project out there. I remember they would shut down the houses, they would shut down the basketball courts when it got dark. And they would go out there and they would bring out like music. And they would, like, when they had the music playing and everything, like you might hear Chic, like Good Times, or you see here, like, they wouldn't play the Bee Gees like that, because they didn't play them like that. And the Bee Gees was hot back then. But they would probably play the instrumental to one of the Bee Gees songs, and they would rap over it. There were no Puerto Rican kids out there rapping. There were no Puerto Rican dudes out there rapping. Don't get me wrong. Was they out there? Yes. And some of them, you can hear, especially in their houses, you heard them Spanish music coming out there from fucking windows. You heard that shit popping out there. But them younger kids, they was sitting out there and they was listening. I remember how sometimes you would hear their mother tell them, like, get away from that basketball court. Get away from them. Come over here. So, John, I'm going to say this real quick to you. Shut the fuck up and get the fuck in your lane, because you up here trying to start some bullshit, you fucking big head fucking lying ass Cuban spick. And I'm gonna call you a spick, you damn right. Fucking asshole. I get tired of people like this trying to take shit from us. They trying to erase our fucking history, just like with the so-called CRT. They're trying to erase our history because it makes white children feel bad. Well, you should feel bad, and you should. This is why America can never ever get over the hump of slavery, because number one, you want us to shut up and just forget about it, but while you still keep doing it. Why you still keep doing it? And you teach your children to be fucking racist. And not only they see it, they're seeing it on television, they think it's funny. Oh, we're gonna go in blackface, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. I saw this one thing where they had this lady in this black woman costume. It was like a exaggerated costume. And she had the pair of panties on, the boobs was out, big old lips, dark-skinned black woman, long hair, and they were putting dollars in her fucking G-string while she running around here dancing. This is not a black woman, this is a foam suit you had on, and it's a caricature to you. It's funny you. See, this is why black people, we need to do the same to them. What's good for the fucking goose is good for the motherfucking gander. That's all I can tell you. I want you to hold on, because I got some more shit to show you tonight. So hang tight. We're going to go back and I'm going to find some more shit. Hang on. All right, guys. Now, this is another thing right here that grinds my gears. And I want you to understand. I want you to look at this lady right here. She got a cap says knowledge is wisdom. And her name is Miss Faye's World. And trust me, she lives in her own mental world. But I'm going to get down on it, and I want to tell you something about this lady. This lady is a big-time feminist. She's old as fuck. And she constantly tells black women that we are the problem in everything. Don't get me wrong, there's some problems in black men. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to tell you that right now. I'm going to be honest with this. Black men, we do have issues. I can't sit here and lie to you on that. Yes, we do. But I seen her first, one of her first pieces. And if I got to go back and find it, I will. But she says how she used to get dogged out by the men from the jailhouse and men that she would meet, like they would just bring in like basically nothing off the street and come to live with her. She's the classic case. And I'm not talking out about every woman. Please, ladies, please, I'm not talking about every woman, because there are a bunch of women. My sister, both of them are like this. A man will be in jail, they'll find a man in jail, and they will bring him to their house, and they will live with them motherfuckers until especially one of my sisters, until she get tired of them, and she gets rid of the other one. She'll let them know straight up from the door, look, you don't run shit here. I'm letting you stay here You gonna please me, you gonna do this, you gonna do that, and that's it. My other sister, she will be with that man because she wants to be with him because she feels that she can control him. He doesn't have anything. So being he just getting out of jail, he ain't got shit, he ain't about shit, he ain't trying to do shit, I can control him. No, you can't, because when it's time for him to go to his other bitch's house, he gonna leave and go to his other heifer's house. And you're gonna be stuck there alone, heartbroken, talking about, I don't know why he left. Well, bitch, you should have thought about it, because if you really thought about it, your dumb ass would know that he is not worthy of your time. But that's the problem. A lot of women, you don't know. Well, you know when a man's worthy of your time, you just don't want him because he doesn't tickle that little spot you like to get tickled. You can have a good man who can tickle all your spots up and down, but he doesn't bring drama to your life. So guess what happens? You'd rather not have him, but you'll have a person who brings you and take you through all these changes and bring you through all these heartaches. And you be sitting there, oh, I love him. Women, you're easy to fucking understand, but you're dumb as fuck and you're hard as hell to really get the picture that you are your own worst enemy. All right, let's go straight into it right now because I'm about to hit you with it. Let's go.
Welcome back. This is Miss Faye, and this is my world. Okay. Today we're going to talk about why black women are the least married. Okay.
Listen carefully. Listen carefully.
I came across this young woman talking about this subject, and I thought I would address it because I don't think that a lot of our younger people understand why these things happen. Okay, let's look at it. Black women have always been the least respected women in the world. Black women. Okay. You.
Okay, I'll give her that on that. That's to a certain degree. I'll give her that. But nowadays, you ladies choose to be disrespected. Look at the way you walk around, your dress, your way you act, the way you everything about you is, a lot of you black women are wrong. You walk around here like men, like you got dicks in your pants or something. You lead with your money. You try to. I don't get you motherfuckers, but yeah, y'all are very disrespected. And what I mean about you disrespected, think about it. Slavery times, you were disrespected. Okay? When, right before the feminist movement, some of you were disrespected. I'm not going to say you weren't. But it was a lot of you that were respected during those times, especially during the Reconstruction times, when we had to be together, when we got out of fucking slavery. Even when we were in slavery, we still try to be there for you. But remember, I'm going to break it down to you. She's going to open up her mouth, so we're going to keep it going. So let's hit on it, all right, shall we?
And look at it. You know the reports. We've been raped, killed, totally taken advantage of. You see?
And so have black men. Black men has also been that way. But see, this is one thing about feminists. Feminists can't see that black people together have gone through this. Through slavery, black men were raped as well as black women. All right? Black boys were raped just like black girls. Black women. When the master had a fucking taste for a black man's ass or a little boy's ass, he went and got who he wanted, and he had that little cabin boy and would fuck the hell out of that little boy. He would fuck the hell out of that man when he wanted him. Sometimes this is what they would do. They would take the biggest and baddest slave who would like rear up on the master. They used to call what they call holding posts. Holding posts are something they would use back in those days to strap your horse onto and keep your horse from wandering off. You take the reins, you wrap it around there, and that keeps the horse steady. It's like a parking lot, so to speak. So what they would do, they would beat that motherfucker to, they would beat the slave to like an inch of his life, rip his pants down, and the master would bring his family and all the other slaves out there to see him be, I can't say disrespected, but be humiliated and be raped in front of his own children, his woman, and his people. See, that's what dogs do. That's what animals do. Animals will, to assert their dominance, another dog will fuck another male dog or jump on him and hump him in his ass to show his dominance to that mutt-ass dog that's underneath him. Okay? That's where these white people got that from. Like I told you, when in the caves, these are where they got all their mental capacity from. All their ways of thinking. They saw animals do it, and they do it. And now we do it when we are in the jailhouses. It's not because we horny. We try to assert our dominance. So we get the littlest motherfucker, and we fuck him in his ass. That's the way shit go. But let's go head on. Let's keep going with this. Let's keep rolling.
And because of slavery, our men were taught to disrespect us too. That's right.
Now that's a lie. We weren't taught to disrespect y'all. We weren't taught to disrespect you. But let her keep talking, because I'm about to bust her in her head real quick. Because this lady, she lives in her own world.
Slavery. You see, let's go all the way back and understand. Let's understand the basis of a lot of this. You see, during slavery, our men were beaten down to nothing. They could not protect us at all. And then they were forced to see white men taking advantage of us sexually, physically, whatever. And they were helpless. So, see, what this does is that, remember, slavery worked on the black man's psyche.
And it also worked on the black woman's psyche. I will give her some credit there in a way, but she has to break it down so this way it's understood properly. Yes, we were beaten down, yes. And we couldn't fight back, because when we did fight back, it would end our lives. So what happened was, because y'all didn't want to see another black man, another black husband, another black father die, what did y'all do? Y'all would jump in it and say, don't do that. Don't do that. I need you here. We need you here. We need you here. I can't see you die. I can't see you get hung in a tree. So the black man, some of the black men, we curved ourselves. Others went full throttle into dying, because they said, I'd rather die showing you I love you. And then over time, because of women stopping us, black women stopping us, we just stood by and watched helplessly. Remember, the first group of individuals who were slaves and had to go through all this bullshit where they saw their woman being raped, a lot of those men died. This is where she's going to come into with the brown paper bag and the bullshit. She's about to how you say it? She's about to spew. So let's get back into it.
Destroy the black man's psyche. The black man does not really respect his woman. He doesn't love his woman. The system has taught the black man.
We do respect our women. We do love our women. Not all, I'm not going to say all of us, but we do respect and we do love our women. But our women don't respect and love us. They love the Tyroons, the Ray Rays, the Pookies, the Darnells. They love the bad boys. But the good guys like me, oh hell no, we're corny, we're boring. You don't love us. We can love you, but you can't love us.
Man, that the standard of beauty is whiteness. Okay?
Not in my eyes.
I'm going to bring it right down to the bare necks. Okay? The system has taught the black man
And the black woman.
the standard of beauty is whiteness. So when when the black man, now, I'm not talking about all black men, but I'm talking about a lot of them. And this is the reason why a lot of black women are not married. Because when the black man, when he rises up and he gets to some status, the black woman can't even get to the man. Because white women are all over them. You see? Now, that's just since, things have opened up and, interracial marriages, interracial dating or whatever. But where does that leave the black woman? The disrespected black woman. If her own men don't respect her, her own men don't respect her, well, what's to become of the black woman?
What's to become of the black woman? Let me tell you something. It's women like you who keep us, that help the young ones stay apart from us. It's women like you who had failed relationships. You understand me? Failed relationships that keep us apart from each other. It's women like you. Because right now, all you keep trying to do is push this shit on us. Y'all accepted the woman's lib movement. You accepted feminism over your own people. When we were striving together, we were suffering together, everything was hokey-dory. But when that white woman told your dumbasses, hey, we need you to come and help us and get rid of your man so we could do this and do that. Just like a bunch of dumb elves, because y'all want to be accepted by white